Welcome back to the channel and greetings from Toronto Pearson International Airport. I've just left the Sheraton and I'm making my way into Terminal 3 to catch my international return flight from Canada into the United States. I believe most flights departing to the United States will be using Terminal 3 in Toronto. This is where the U.S. Customs and Border Protection border crossing exists. And to my left, that is the Delta Airlines check-in line for the regular economy classes. Based on the length of that line, I would think you'd want to get to the airport extra early. More on that to come. I have Sky Priority, so I get to skip this. But even the Sky Priority lane was pretty deliberate this day. I'm starting to wonder if I should have got up earlier. This is not moving quickly at all. So you get your bag measured and then you proceed to the drop-off. I believe this is American Customs entry into the US, I think. Right after this. Right through the A gates there. So I'm about to enter all of the secure areas in Toronto Pearson International Airport. So I can't show you any of that, obviously. Security would take me away for special processing if I did such things. First step is dropping your bag. I think you scan your boarding pass, perhaps your passport, I don't recall which, and that gets sucked into the machine that is border security. You then go through Portal A, which I showed you, and you enter the regular security line. You're assigned a line, and then if you're lucky enough like me, you get special screening. I don't know why, but they did special screening on my bag. Following all that, you'll be spit into the Customs and Border Protection area. Toronto Pearson is one of the many airports in Canada, I believe, probably Mexico as well, that has U.S. Customs clearance before you board your flight instead of when you arrive at your destination airport, which is kind of convenient. I actually prefer it before you board your flight. There's probably other airports around the world. I couldn't find a complete list on Customs and Border Protection. Regardless of all that, once I'm spit into the room, I am faced with what appears to be maybe an hour-long line just to get to the agent. Now, as I'm standing in line, one of the customs agents comes through and says, "Hey, do you have mobile passport control on your phone? If you do, take your QR code up to the agent and that will expedite your process through customs." Like, what is this MPC app? Well, I downloaded it and filled out the form. I get a QR code. I exit the long line, which I'm about halfway through by this time. And I go to the agent, show him my QR code. He scans it, looks at something on his screen, asks me if I had anything to declare, and he spits me into the duty-free area of the airport. So I'm through using the MPC app in, I don't know, 10 minutes, start to finish probably. So I highly recommend the MPC app. If you don't have the MPC app, then I'm going to make another recommendation that you arrive at your international airport to clear U.S. Customs on that end no less than 3 hours before your boarding time. All right, let's continue on with the duty-free area. While it doesn't seem as big as the duty-free area when you enter the terminal in London Heathrow, this is very reminiscent of that, with the kind of curved walkway that spits you out into the gate area. I'm not much of a duty-free shopper, so off to the gate for me. Originally, all of this is a walk and talk that I did through the terminal, describing what I saw, my impressions of everything. There's a relay. Relay reminds me of a Hudson News for those of you who travel domestically in the United States. But due to technical difficulties, probably a cranial rectal inversion on my part, I didn't record any audio for the entire day of this travel. So I'll be doing lots of voiceovers. There's several restaurants down here, as well as another relay. what's an airport without a Starbucks? Furthermore, what's an airport without a Starbucks with a long line? That seems pretty normal. Right at the gate, they had iPads where you could order food. And pretty much everybody's just chilling at the gate, waiting to board. Not a lot to see, not a lot happening here in the boarding area.
Hi there.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning. We had quite the lineup early in the morning. 2 regionals in front of me. We waited for an Air Canada Rouge, Sunwing, I believe, before the regionals got out of the way, including this CRJ, I think that's a 900. And then as we turned onto the runway, you could see the backup behind us. Immediately behind us, Air Transat. Transat? I don't know. Before my Embraer 175 leapt up into the air. You'll have to imagine engine sounds and all that good stuff. There's another Sunwing. Looks like there's an MD-11 back there. Another CRJ. That's a pretty good lineup early in the morning here at Toronto Pearson. It's funny, in my brain I had Canada being way north. My flight today basically went northwest into Minneapolis. Up and away into the beautiful sky. Again, you can imagine with Toronto off in the distance. Didn't really get in Toronto this trip. I would like to go back up there for a Mariners baseball game. I think that'd be a good time. It's bring your own device on the regional aircraft with Delta. I chose to watch Top Gun Maverick during drink time. All the snacks were gluten-filled, so I did not have any of those. But thankfully, I've got my own snack du jour. It's that time again. Time for the snack du jour.
What is
snack
du jour?
It's the
snack
of the day.
That sounds good. I'll have that.
Viewers of my recent WestJet flight may recognize the fruit bar. On that flight, the WestJet flight, I had an apple fruit bar. This is a strawberry fruit bar that I managed to take all the way across Canada and save for this flight. I wish you could get all my audio commentary, but unfortunately you can't. It was super yummy, so yummy in fact that I've ordered more and they should arrive today as I record this. Meanwhile, somewhere over the United States, based on the time tags, that is Chippewa Valley Regional Airport, just outside of Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Fun fact, I used to live about an hour south of there in La Crosse, Wisconsin. Today's Delta connection flight from Toronto to Minneapolis took us west-northwest across Ontario, Canada, over Michigan, Wisconsin, and an uneventful landing in Minneapolis. Total flight time today was 1 hour, 52 minutes. Our peak altitude reached 34,000 feet on this lovely Embraer 175. Well, we've reached that point of the trip report where you can ask me your questions or put your comments below. If I did something fun today that you enjoyed, please give the video a like. I really appreciate it. If you're looking to level up your support, there's a couple easy ways to do that. The easiest, of course, is to subscribe to the channel. You probably want to hit that reminder bell as well. The next level of support would be to become a member of the channel. Membership gives you a couple of extra perks. You'll get a special icon on our live chats. You'll get your name listed here at the end in the credits. And at the highest level of membership currently, you'll get yourself a sticker. So go ahead and click that join button and become a direct supporter of the channel. That brings this to an end, and I will see you next time. It's time to wish everyone happy travels. See you next time, and thanks for watching. Cold.